Everyone has some sort of mental block, a form of oppression.
Alone, I'd be better off. Relationships are too confusing.
I'd rather die drunk, broke at 34 and have people at a dinner table talk about me than live to be rich and sober at 90 and nobody remember who I was.
You can't see things how I do. My perception is just as fast as I am.
You really hurt a lot of people.
Sometimes you need to take responsibility for your own happiness.
You called me boring. I've become dog shit to you.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm gonna figure it out.
You don't think that's a little selfish?
I don't know what to tell you. I'm happy the first time in my life, and I'm not going to feel bad about it.
4 words you will never hear from the NFL.
A noun is used to identify a person, place, or thing. I think this definition fits perfectly with the story I'm about to tell. I think there are times where certain things dictate how we feel, how we act, and even how we move throughout our day-to-day lives. That thing could be a person, or place, or even something as small as a moment. Sometimes it's something massive that stays with us for years, or sometimes it's a small decision we look back on from time to time and quietly regret. And those moments don't just disappear, they leave marks. They form habits, they form different patterns that turn into cages people can't see, cages that even you really don't know how to explain. This is what most people would often call oppression. Not always something physical, most of the time it's mental, a block. There are so many characters that go through these mental blocks, and it completely shapes the way they act, the way they see the world, and the way they see themselves. And in The Climber, I think a huge part of Mori's isolation comes from the physical and mental tolls that guide him to where he is now. It's never that he doesn't want to connect, it's that he doesn't know how, and that difference matters. These kinds of problems usually get looked at the wrong way. They see solitary grind and label it as being a loser with no purpose, and those comments don't just disappear either. They feed into that mental block that is already forming. So now when a serious moment finally arrives, you don't really know what to do. You freeze, you hesitate, you just disappear. But I feel like the only real way around this block is finding something that calms it, something that eases it. To be honest, for me personally, there aren't really things that truly stop me. I mean, things happen, but nothing feels too major, you know? And I think that mostly comes from how little I care about things that don't really matter to me. I don't know, I just thought this would be interesting to talk about. Alright, here we go. Yes, here I am again with this story. For some reason, this character means a lot to me. Every page I turn, every volume I read, it feels like my mind opens a little wider. There's always something new it gives me to think about, something that reflects a part of my life I don't always know how to explain. And in the second half of volume 3 of The Climber, this oppression of Mori is shown perfectly. They're on the Yuki Karaje along the Mukuna Sakai ridgeline, training for their eventful climb to K2. Mori and his teammate end up in a dangerous situation while searching for supplies. One of the climbers with them has been badly injured. Then a blizzard hits, the ridgeline is wiped. No landmarks, no direction, no way back. They eventually reach a building after Naimi almost falls to his death. They grab the supplies and try to head back. But while they're moving, Mori sees a figure, a person. We later learn this person is one of his co-workers, someone who played a major role in the oppression Mori is dealing with. We cut to a flashback. We learn that this woman thought of Mori pretty fondly. She was one of his co-workers, someone who paid attention to him, even when he wasn't paying attention to anything else except climbing. And when Mori realizes this, he seems genuinely surprised, because his entire world is the mountain. When he gets home one day, he sees bags in front of his door, and when he turns around, it's her. This woman. She immediately starts pressuring him, telling him to give her his keys, saying she'll cook, saying she'll pay for half of the rent, and then she tells him that if he lets her stay, they'll have intercourse. And Mori just doesn't know what to do. He's confused, overwhelmed, caught completely off guard, and honestly, who wouldn't be? We cut back to the mountain. They realize they've been walking in a complete circle for the last hour and a half. The last hour and a half meant nothing. That realization breaks them. Naimi panics, grows angry because Mori isn't really helping. He isn't saying anything. And for the first time, Mori hears something he probably needed to hear for a long time. That if he never voices his opinions, he might as well not even exist. This line hits hard to me. It reminded me of a movie called Sound of Metal.
I see you've made your choice, right? Yeah. And I sincerely hope that it brings you happiness, Ruben.
What are you talking about? What are you saying? I can't hear you. I can't fucking hear you. You understand? I can't. I'm fucking deaf. I'm fucking deaf. No fucking hearing. And all this shit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just passes.
Ruben! Stop it!
You've become very important to a lot of people around here.
I disappear, like, who cares? Nobody cares, man. Seriously. No, that's okay. That's life. Look, I'm not going back to fucking place, okay? That's life. No, for real, okay? Just passes. Just fucking passes.
The main character, Ruben Stone, played by Riz Ahmed, is a recovering addict and drummer who suddenly loses his hearing, and his entire life collapsed. But outside of the ending, the movie isn't really about losing hearing, it's about acceptance. Ruben's real oppression wasn't being deaf, it was his refusal to accept who he had become. And the moment things start to change is when he finally admits it, when he finally says it out loud, that he needs help, that he wants it. Everything starts from naming the thing. Back in Mory's flashback, we see the cost of not speaking up. The girl tells him again to give her his keys, and Mory pauses her with a TV remote, like she's a Netflix show. I don't know why, but this moment was really hilarious to me. But it's also sad, because Mory still can't say what he feels, so he tries to write it instead. And even then, he can't find the right words. I think everyone watching this has been there before. That moment where you're trying to explain something perfect and nothing comes out right. So you just say, I don't know. We're back to the mountain again. Mory sees another figure, another climber, someone who looks exactly like him. And for the first time, Mory finally gives an opinion. He says that we should stay put until the blizzard clears. And Naimi completely hates that idea. He refuses to listen and he just leaves. Mory's left alone with nothing but his thoughts, his past actions, and all the moments where not speaking up led to someone else getting hurt. But honestly, I think this was the best moment for Mory, because for once in his life, he chooses himself. He accepts his decision, he stops being walked over, he stops disappearing. And outside all of that torment, he's met with something beautiful. An endless view of the mountains, a silence that feels earned, a moment he'll spend the rest of his life chasing. And what's important about this volume is very simple. Never let blocks in your life control you. Never let other people dictate the way you live, because a life lived for others is a life unfulfilling. And accepting your own choices, even the hard ones, is what opens the doors to more opportunity, more chances, and more moments worth chasing.
Let us see